Welcome to David and Marilyn Qigong. Welcome to this special Buddha Palm Lotus Heart Healing Qigong exercise routine. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and you will be able to see our more than 80 Qigong YouTube videos, including poetry, many meditations, and especially today, the third in our series of Buddha Palm Healing Hands Qigong videos. And I want to introduce you to the one who is responsible for the Buddha Palm. This is Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma came out of India around 500 AD to the Shaolin Temple in China. And he was quite a character. Legend has it that he spent 9 years meditating in a cave in Wuru Peak, W-U-R-U Peak in China. And you can see in this painting, this is an original oil painting by my partner and fellow Qigong instructor, Marilyn. She painted this picture of Bodhidharma for me at Wuru Peak as a birthday gift several years ago. So Bodhidharma was responsible for the Chan, or Zen Buddhism in the Japanese tradition, style of Buddhism. And the Buddha Palm, all the Buddha Palm exercises came out of inspiration from the Shaolin Temple Buddhist monks. So I want to dedicate this video to Bodhidharma and to the current monks at Shaolin Temple. Blessings and love to all of you. And let's begin in surrender hands. We always begin our Qigong practices in surrender hands. No weapons, no agenda. We are here for self-healing. So let's begin our stretches. Just a very light warm-up. Very light warm-up here. Hands up by the face, opening up the cervical spine, taking some nice deep breaths. There's a lot of information on the internet about Bodhidharma. He was quite a character. And I take a lot of my inspiration in teaching Qigong from his stubbornness and his desire to help people heal. Let's bring our hands right about chest level. This opens up the mid-back. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Wherever you are in the world, take this time out for self-healing, time to reflect on your life, time to reflect on your chi. Let's bring the hands right about waist level. This opens up the lumbar spine. I'm coming to you from my beautiful Zen garden here in Gold River. Feeling blessed on this beautiful morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day. Blessings and love to all of you. And then we relax and come back to surrender hands and notice how you feel. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths and do a very brief body scan, starting at the top of the head, working your way down, just noticing how you feel today, in this moment. And Now let's just shake. Let's wake up the chi. Bouncing into the heels, letting the energy for shaking come from the flexing of the legs at the knees. The upper body relaxes as much as you can. Shake, shake, shake. You can have some fun with this one. Turn around in a circle. Just wake up the chi. Just a glorious day. Have that smile on your face. Congratulating yourself for being here. Wherever you are in your healing journey, you are here right now watching this video on YouTube. And then relax to surrender hands and notice the energy, notice the chi. So let's begin our Buddha palm, lotus heart, healing hands Qigong routine by opening the energy of the hands, inner and outer gate. Pericardium 6 on the inside of whatever arm you're starting with. It doesn't matter what arm you start with. About 3 fingers up from the wrist crease on the forearm. And then let's go to the other inner and outer gate. Just opening the gates here. This opens up the energy from the lotus heart jewel down our arms into our hands where we can project it in a healing way for ourselves and to help others heal as well. Then come to surrender hands and notice the energy shifting, increasing in your hands. So from here, we're going to take one hand. If you're mirroring me, it'll be your right hand. And we're going to drop the thumb down to tiger mouth, fold the other thumb under, and we're going to knock into a point at the webbing of the index finger and the thumb. I'll approach the camera so you can see this. Right here, this point is called Hagu, large intestine 4. It allows us to project energy from the outside of the hands into the body. Usually when we're projecting chi, we're projecting it from our fingers, from our palms. Now let's do the same thing with the other hand. Drop the thumb to tiger mouth. This is the tiger mouth position, thumb is down. Fold that thumb under and knock into Hegu, H-E-G-U in Chinese. Right into that point, open it up, come to surrender hands, and then notice how your hands feel, energy increasing. Now we move on to opening up the fish belly. I'll approach the camera so you can see the fish belly. It's part of the lung meridians, this fleshy part. We're going to flail it. We're just going to take the back of one hand. If you're mirroring me, I'm starting by flailing my right fish belly. Taking some nice deep breaths. Throughout this practice, we want to keep the tip of our tongue on the roof of our mouth. That closes an energetic circuit breaker on the Ren meridian between the third eye, throat center, and the lotus heart jewel. Pathway into the lotus heart jewel is at Ren 17. Let's do the same thing with the other fish belly. Just flailing the fish belly, opening it up, taking some nice deep breaths. Then come to surrender hands and notice the energy shifting. From here, we're going to work with Lao Gong. We're going to open up Lao Gong. Lao Gong, pericardium 8, right here, pretty much in the center. You can find your own Lao Gong by taking your middle finger down and curling it down. And where that middle finger, tip of the middle finger comes, that is your Lao Gong. So we're just going to take a light fist and just punch into Lao Gong. Again, doesn't matter which hand you're starting with. And then let's do the other Lao Gong. Same thing. We're working with acupressure points. You don't have to be as accurate as with acupuncture points. We're not putting needles into any of our body parts today, or ever in my practice. We're working with acupressure points. Now we come to surrender hands. Notice how your body feels. All right, so the next point that we're going to open up in the hands is right on the edge. This is small intestine 3, right in here. And we're just going to fold the thumbs down, fold the fingers down. We're just going to knock into those points, opening up. This opens up the heart. Small intestine 3, the small intestine is the yang organ paired to the heart's yin. So when we open up this point, we also open up the heart. Taking some nice deep breaths. Breathe right into your heart as you open up this point. And then we come to surrender hands. And notice the energy increasing. So the last part of our hand opening is the Jingwell points, right on underneath the fingernails. And we're going to just curl our fingers down like we're filing rapidly. And you get the thumb too. You want to do both. Just rapid filing, taking some nice deep breaths. The Jingwell, opening these Jingwell points under the fingernails allows us to project chi out of our fingertips. And then we come to surrender hands and notice the energy in the hands. So the energy is increased, it's fired up, energy flowing through all 20 meridians and channels in our body. And we're ready to use the hands in a healing hands, Buddha palm. And today we're doing the Lotus heart practice. So we begin, now that we've got the hands and the chi in the hands woken up, we begin by plugging in to the 4 forces. The energy of earth, breathing up the energy of earth, its yin, through the palms of the hands, through the soles of the feet, through the tailbone. It's almost like a little bit of a wave action here. You're breathing up, standing a little taller, and then as you exhale, you just relax the knees, relax the spine. You can do this as long as you want. This is just a real nice way to ground. This is a nice grounding breath. We just want to feel that energy of earth. And then we pause. And then we take a nice deep inhale and we connect to the energy of the universe. Through the crown. This is the hot electricity of the sun and the stars. Breathing into the crown, and again, it's standing a little taller as you breathe in. Fingers are spread like antenna. Then exhale, just relax a little bit. Feel that energy, that hot electricity flowing down from the sun, from the stars. You can't see the stars in the daylight, but the energy is just as strong. And as we begin this practice, it's August 13th. It's the day after the Lion's Gate has closed. And for those of you that are interested in the Lion's Gate and the energy of the Lion's Gate, check out Lion's Gate Qigong on David and Marilyn Qigong YouTube channel. It's another powerful healing exercise. So now we're connected to the energy of the universe, we're connected to Earth, and now we're going to form what we call triangle fingers. And I'm going to come here so you can all see what triangle fingers looks like. We're going to use triangle fingers a lot during this practice. Just a light touch with the index finger and the thumb. And in fact, you don't even have to touch. If you can feel the chi between the index fingers and the thumbs, you can play with the energy and play with not even touching them. But for our purposes to start, we're going to touch, we're going to form triangle fingers. And we're going to connect to the energy of nature through the third eye. Nature, balance of yin and yang. I'm in my Zen garden. I'm surrounded by living things, plants, trees. There's animals back here, lizards. I just saw a lizard this morning as I was coming out to make the video. We even have hawks that come into my backyard and swim in my pool and spa. So we're connecting to all the energy of the yin and yang through the third eye, nature, and again we do that almost like a bellows. As you inhale, your hands come a little bit farther apart. Then as you exhale, you relax the body, just bringing in that balance of nature. You can even focus on a plant or a tree. I've got some beautiful azaleas in my yard that I'm looking at as I plug into the energy of nature. And then now we stretch out the triangle fingers. And then we collapse and take a nice deep inhale. And we come into another one of the hand positions that we're going to use during this Qigong routine. This is called Lotus flower hand position. It's like the fingers, which are going to project the energy, are petals of a lotus flower. And the pinky fingers are connected right to that point, Ren 17, right here, right at the center of the sternum. So we're breathing in the energy of the mystery. So when we connect to the energy of the mystery of life, it's a mystery. It's the most mysterious, and it's the glue that binds all the other three energies of yin, earth, yang, the universe, nature. And we connect to this energy of the mystery of life by asking profound questions. The questions are limitless, endless. But for today's class, we're going to work with the question of what do I need to heal? What do I need to heal? You can look at that question, planting the seed here in the Lotus Heart Jewel, our emotional center. In my practice, I call what the ancients call the heart mind. I call it the Lotus Heart Jewel. So the question is, what do I need to heal? And you can ask that from several ways. What specifically do I need to heal in my body, in my Lotus Heart Jewel, in my spirit? And the other way is, what avenue, what path do I need to take for that healing? What do I need to heal? Maybe you need to do this video. Maybe you need to do this video often. Do all of the 3 Buddha Palm videos that I have on YouTube. Do them often for self-healing. We can only heal others when we heal ourselves first. I'll say that again because it's true and it's important. We have to heal ourselves first before we can help others heal. So the question, what do I need to heal? Take a nice deep breath. Bring your palms of your hands, fingers pointed at each other, right to the throat center. And then we do a heart whisper as we exhale. And come again to surrender hands. We've surrendered. We've asked the question. We've planted the seed. What do I need to heal? And from here, let's begin the Lotus exercise. This was an exercise created by the Buddhist monks at the Shaolin Temple, as was all of these Buddhist exercises, Qigong Buddhist exercises that comprise all forms of the Buddha palms that I teach, are inspired by the Shaolin Temple monks. From here we inhale up, forming the triangle fingers, palms to the sky, connect to the energy of the universe, to Yang. Then we take a nice exhale as we come down, softening the knees, keeping the triangle fingers intact, and we connect to the energy of Yin. The energy of Yin in the hands. So we have Yin and Yang in the hands. Then we inhale up, keeping the triangle fingers intact, right to Ren 17, right here at the sternum. And then we exhale out, stretching out, holding the triangle fingers. And now let's hold this position and breathe into it. I want you to have a memory, recall a memory of yourself in need of healing. It could be a memory from childhood. It could be a memory from this morning. It could be a memory at any of the stages of your life. And that's the beauty of doing this particular Buddha Palm flow, is you can go back and you can heal all these different aspects of who you were in this life through this exercise. So I want you to see a version of yourself from the past that needed healing in the triangle fingers. And you can even close your eyes as you do this and imagine memories of that time. And then as you exhale, send a rainbow of healing, love, light through the triangle fingers to that version of you in need of healing. And let's just take a couple of breaths here and really flow with this. You can use the heart whisper sound here just to let go of past pain from that time. And then now, one more. And then we collapse down, keeping the triangle fingers intact. And then we take a nice deep inhale and come up again to the lotus flower hand position at the lotus heart jewel, bringing that healing energy that we just sent out to our previous selves, bringing it back to heal the you that is here in this moment doing this Buddha Palm Lotus Heart healing exercise. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Feel that love, self-love, self-compassion. And then exhale down using the heart whisper to surrender hands. And now let's just flow with this exercise, with the Lotus exercise for self-healing, inhaling up, connecting to the universe, Yang. Exhale, come down, connect to Yin, the earth. Inhale up to the Lotus Heart Jewel. Exhale, send a rainbow out to that same former version of you or even a new one. Then inhale, bring that energy of love back into your Lotus Heart Jewel to heal the you that is doing the exercise. Exhale down to surrender hands and flow. You can use the heart whisper sound. Throughout this exercise, if you feel some emotions that are coming up that you need to release, the heart whisper releases emotions from the heart. And flow. Flow and feel that self-healing. An act of love for yourself. surrendering to this beautiful Buddha palm, lotus heart, self-healing flow. We'll do two more, but feel free, if you want to continue doing the lotus exercise, feel free to put the video on pause and just do it till you're ready to continue to the end. And we relax to surrender hands and breathe right into the lotus heart jewel. Feel the self-healing. In your mind's eye, see the version of you smiling from the past, receiving that healing energy across time and space. I consider time to be a circle, and that version of you that you just sent healing energy to is literally across the street. A circle of love, your love for yourself. And now we close this special Buddha palm, lotus heart, self-healing exercise by centering. Bring one hand if you're mirroring me. It'll be your left hand palm up at the waist, right hand out to gather and center. Take a nice deep breath, a little bit of a weight shift. Inhale, gather. Exhale. And as you come down, palm to palm, Lao Gong to Lao Gong, condense that energy of healing. And then go to the other side. Inhale, gather. Exhale, center. Lao Gong to Lao Gong, condense the energy of healing. The energy flows right into the lotus heart jewel through that central channel that connects the physical body to the lotus heart jewel, to the spirit, the thrusting channel. When we condense the chi, it becomes more powerful. Let's do two more. Inhale, gather. Exhale, center and condense. Last one. Inhale, gather. Exhale, center, condense. And now we bring palm over palm, interlacing the webbing of the index finger and the thumb, right over the belly, over our lower dantian, our lower treasure, and do circles. Firm pressure. This seals in the energy of today's Buddha palm, lotus heart, self-healing. Then pause, reverse the hand position, and reverse the direction. Balancing yin and yang, sealing all of the energy from this healing practice, all of the energy in our hands. The Buddha palm is a healing hands exercise. In this version, we work with the lotus heart jewel, the lotus heart. And then come to surrender hands. And notice how you feel. Bring our feet together, our hands at prayer position, at the Lotus Heart Jewel, bowing our heads. Quiet, patient, trust, love. Blessings and love to all of you, whenever and wherever you are watching this YouTube video. Blessings and love. Namaste.